Have you ever felt lost, even while your life looks normal from the outside? You wake up, move through the day, speak to people, and yet something inside feels far away. There was a time when you felt certain, when you trusted your steps, when your heart knew where it was going. Now that feeling is gone, and you don't remember when it left. You try to stay busy so you don't have to notice the silence. You tell yourself this is just life, just growing up. But late at night, a quiet question returns. How did I lose myself? This is not just his story. It may be yours. What happened next changed how he saw himself forever. Stay with this story and listen with an open heart. He was not always this unsure. There was a younger version of him who believed in quiet promises. He believed that if he stayed honest, kind, and patient, life would slowly open its doors. He trusted his own voice. He trusted his heart. In those days, he walked with light steps and simple hopes. He didn't rush. He didn't compare. He felt enough just being himself. Sometimes he would pause and look at the sky, feeling certain that his place in the world mattered. He made a promise then, not spoken aloud, but deeply felt, a promise to never abandon who he was. He didn't know this promise would fade. At that time, his future felt gentle, wide, and full of quiet meaning without fear or doubt. He wakes before the sun, not because he wants to, but because the day demands it. He moves through familiar motions, washing his face, dressing, leaving the room without thinking. Hours pass filled with tasks, messages, and expectations. People see him working, responding, functioning. They think he's fine. Inside, he feels distant, like he's watching his own life from far away. He rarely pauses. Silence feels dangerous now. When the day slows, a weight settles in his chest. He wonders why joy feels heavy and rest feels empty. He scrolls, distracts himself, keeps his moving forward. Still, something inside him keeps whispering. It asks simple questions he avoids. Who am I doing this for? When did I stop feeling present? By night, his body is tired, but his heart feels untouched. He lies awake, knowing he lived another day, yet feeling strangely absent from it. This quiet distance grows daily, unnoticed by others, slowly shaping how he sees himself. He rarely says these thoughts out loud. They live quietly inside him, shaping how he sees himself. He tells himself he should be grateful that others have it harder. Still, a soft sadness follows him everywhere. He feels like he's moving without direction, doing what is required, but not what is true. Each choice feels smaller than the last. He wonders if he waited too long to become who he was meant to be. Sometimes he feels close to something, like a forgotten word on the tip of his tongue, but he can't name it. This makes the ache deeper. He starts believing he is the problem. Maybe he missed his moment. Maybe he's no longer enough. The more he tries to fix himself, the further he feels from himself. This quiet doubt becomes an emotional crack, slowly weakening the trust he once had in his heart inside. He reaches a moment when even movement feels impossible. One evening, surrounded by noise and unfinished thoughts, his body finally stops. He sits alone, hands still, breath shallow, and feels the weight of every year pressing down. All the effort, all the trying, and yet he can't remember why he started. For the first time, he doesn't distract himself. He lets the silence stay. In that quiet, fear rises. He realizes he doesn't recognize the person he has become. The dreams feel distant. The promise feels broken. He thought control would protect him, but it only made him smaller. His strength gives way to honesty. Tears don't fall, but something inside collapses. That was the moment everything stopped, not with noise, but with surrender. He understands he's lost, not on a road, but within himself. The pause felt endless, like standing at the edge of himself, unsure whether to step back or finally let go forward. He meets the mentor in an ordinary place with no announcement or drama. An older man sits nearby, calm and unhurried, as if time listens to him. He notices the heaviness in his silence. Instead of questions, he offers presence. They speak slowly about small things at first. Then the mentor looks at him with kind eyes and says he seems tired in a deeper way. Not weak, just lost. No one has said that before. In that moment, he feels seen without being judged. The loneliness loosens slightly. One sentence stays with him, gentle and steady, like a hand on his shoulder. It opens something inside. For the first time, connection replaces isolation within his quiet, shaking heart again. The mentor listens quietly, then picks up a small, old compass from his pocket. The glass is cracked, the needle shakes and refuses to settle. He places it between them and speaks softly. He says that many people trust their compass too much, believing it must always point the way. But sometimes life breaks it on purpose. Sometimes life breaks your compass so you finally look up. He explains that when direction fails, it's not punishment. It's an invitation. An invitation to stop chasing signs outside and start listening within. The sky doesn't need a compass. Light doesn't ask for permission to shine. Being lost doesn't mean being wrong. It means the old map no longer fits who you are becoming. This changes how he understands being lost. He feels something release. Losing direction is not losing worth. It is often the first step toward truth, clarity, and a deeper kind of guidance that can't be taken away. He sits with the words, letting them settle slowly. A memory rises, gentle and clear. He remembers the promise he once made to himself, to stay honest, to stay whole, to never abandon his own heart. He sees how quietly he let it fade, not from weakness, but from fear. As the memory returns, feeling returns with it. He feels something return, not answers, not plans, but presence. He is no longer numb, he is aware. He understands now that he was never gone. He simply stopped listening inside himself. The world looks the same the next day. The noise is still there, but inside, something has softened. He stops searching for signs and starts trusting his breath. The rush loosens. The weight lifts slightly. Nothing outside changed, but everything inside did. He walks slower, listens deeper, and feels present again. For the first time in a long while, he belongs to himself again. Peace doesn't hurry him forward. It lets him remain. If you feel lost right now, this is for you. Being unsure doesn't mean you failed. It means you are becoming. You are not behind. You are not broken. Your direction will return when you look up and listen gently to your own truth. The season is shaping you. If this story touched you, share it with someone who feels lost, and let healing move quietly between hearts today. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe for more stories that help you find your way back to yourself.